Growing up. Growing up. Something to look forward to when you're young, but dread as you get closer and closer to the magical number of 18. You know, adulthood. And you have to figure out what to do with your life, and you better figure out fast or prepare thine cheeks to get completely rolled over. The previous years of childhood just seemingly disappear as they get drowned out by the newfound responsibilities of bills, whether or not to go to college, and where you're going to stay for the night. All those times doing the dumb things of a child, the fond memories of being a little trash can to your parents or picking on brothers and sisters fade fast, replaced by the need to get the next dollar or risk being homeless. That is, if you even had the luxury of having a semi-functional family. And to think all of this in America, the greatest nation. Now, all you have to look forward to are a couple days off, and even if you get them, only to restart the week on Monday and do it all over again. Get up, go to work, go home, do the necessary things, and by then, you're out of time to do anything. All you can do is restart the cycle. And let's say you do get some free time, it just seems like most people don't even know what to do with it. So it's just spent online, gaming, or just lying in bed, wondering where it all went wrong. There are no friends, family feels distant, and the world is ending every other day. Ah, but you say, I do know what I'm doing with my life. I have dreams, you see, and I plan on achieving them. To this, I would applaud you, sincerely. I'm legitimately glad for you, and I would try and be there for encouragement. You know, you've gone above the usual to a great extent, and I wish you well. From my point of view, though, even if you do have said dreams, most people aren't able to realize them. They're just fleeting moments most of the time, and they fade as well, eaten away by frustration of not being good enough, you know, compared to other people that seem to have already achieved the same greatness that you want to achieve, you know, in your eyes. Or killed by one of my most despised phrases of all. I just don't have the time. That, along with, I don't have the money. To add a final point, there's also a lack of friends, real friends, that encourage and help, provide real support, but also giving you constructive criticism that will make you better in various aspects. But again, friends? Who has those? Like, you know, it's laughable. But yeah, time and money. Time and money. The two things that give you anything in this life. Two things that are always passing by, flowing through your hands like vapor. When you try and grab it for a moment, it just disappears. And one of those things you can never get back. I always wonder what we have to work, not in the sense of laziness, but of curiosity with a hint of contempt. You spend 8 hours or more at a place you don't even want to be at, not including the time it takes you to get ready and to get there, you know, and to leave again and to get back home. For what exactly? The biggest answer you get today is, I have bills to pay. Quite a life, isn't it? But that's just the way it is. Take out your debt for a car, a phone, a house. If the lender even deems you worthy, the latest and greatest gadget, and don't forget le college. 100K, instantly approved by the government in federal student loans to an 18-year-old that is constantly told they need to go or they'll never get a good job. The one loan that a bankruptcy will not get rid of, by the way. Big brain, really. This is why people have to work, because this entire system is based off how much debt you have. This is then fueled by social media and the phrase of keeping up with the Joneses, which just means you have to match the person you saw on TikTok when they had the I woke up in a Bugatti. Also on payments, by the way. They're just as miserable. It's just masked by a temporary clout that is gained. Heck, even the US government itself is in like 30 trillion something in debt. I don't know. Pretty soon, if not already, food will probably be bought on credit. Guaranteed labor force. I don't get it. I don't understand. The American dream just seems to me like a carrot on a stick. Work hard and you'll get what you want. And I agree, but only a system that rewards that. Work hard now and the only people that you'll be helping are the welfare class and the rich. Gotta pay for all that Medicaid and Social Security. And don't forget your taxes that get shipped off by the billions to other countries while the struggling middle class is getting crushed while funding all of this. You feed the welfare class by deductions and the rich by working for them. Because they're the same people that own your debt. Don't forget the government, which needs this cut so they can pass more laws that give them more money, while that extra cut comes from the middle class's paycheck. Tax when you work, tax when you buy, tax when you sell, tax for the place you live in, for the vehicle, tax when you die. If you even have any to give at that point. And that's even if you have anyone to give it to. So, what exactly am I doing this for? I've listened to people, some more or less understanding of the situation. You have one saying, you need to be a productive member of society. Now, get back to work. Others saying, just look into the trades, they'll pay for everything. And finally, just be a neat bro. Let the system die. Granted, not exact words, but you get the idea. Anyway, starting with the first one, I've already stated my grievances. I despise this system. Not because I don't want to work, but because the fruit of my labor is given to others that did absolutely nothing to help. In the end, I probably keep like 30 to 40% of my paycheck after bills and taxes. And you know, all the extra fees and licenses. If even. Well, I made it, so can you. Most of these people that say these things, they were born during a boom, inherited, or had connections, it seems like to me. Swap me positions, and then we'll talk. The people that make it in this country are few, while the majority are stuck holding the bags. Now, trades. The trades are interesting, I would say. They pay for it, sure, but you typically have a contract that you have to sign saying that you'll work for a certain number of years. I remember when I was looking into it, it was like 10 before you can leave. That, or you have to pay back all the money and maybe some extra fees on top of that. Well, duh, they're paying you for your schooling. Why wouldn't they want their money back? What's the difference between this and a student loan then? You're locked into something, working at a job you'll probably hate. They both have the same outcome. Work or else. You know, I actually unironically tried this. You know, looking for a way out, I guess you could say. And quickly found out that people don't care about you. Started at the bottom, hoping to get somewhere, but I never moved. Went 1.5 years not even working under the union as I did my own thing. And they never even called me to see what I was up to or for job postings or, you know, just to say hi, I guess. They never said a word until I called them telling them I was leaving. The thing is, I don't want to do something because I have to. I want to do something because I enjoy it, because I see an outcome I want. But luminescence, that's a luxury. Why? Now, into the neat bros. I can understand where they're coming from, you know, from what all I said. Why they would drop out of society. I just don't find it very intuitive, is the word. It appears to me the same as working at 9 to 5. They're both not going anywhere. But at least I have my time to spend and not giving it to some greedy corporation. Sure, but you're also not doing anything to help the situation. Everything runs its course, and the only actions that matter are the ones that are actively affecting that course. All Neats are doing is getting lost of time. Came and went, but nothing happened. Why do you think we are where we are now? Because the things affecting the course are everything that people don't like, but needs they won't do anything to fix it. Three things come to mind after this. Weak men create hard times, etc., etc. Be the change you want to see. And finally, time won't remember you, and history will soon forget. Ages go by, and even the most prominent men soon disappear, making way for the next. But do not despair, for you still make a difference. The actions you take, good or bad, will affect someone, and they'll remember. So make sure you're pleasant, and try and mean well, for you cannot change eternity, but you can change the now. Leave a good legacy, and you will have done one of the greatest things a mortal can do. That tiny anomaly in the vast expanse of time. So, a solution. A solution. People are already starting to talk about all this stuff, but they never offer a solution. Sometimes they do, but it's like hazy, I guess you could say. They just complain, kind of like what I'm doing, because it's fun. Or at least you can vent. Or they try and offer a solution, but it's not a one size fits all. It's like kind of niche, I guess you could say. Kind of like joining a trade. That kind of deal. Or it's just something you don't like. I have solutions. Some I'm working on in hopes to grow to be able to help others. And others that kind of provide a baseline. For a short term, more or less. It's not a be all end all. I don't have that power. And I know most people they just want it to end. I'll have to work that 9 to 5, but I don't know. But to start, I'd say the foundation needs fixed. Families are fractured nowadays, and no one has any friends. Especially I guess men. This needs to be fixed. But luminescence, all the women are not good partners, but all the men are not even men at all. They're just le femboy. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. This won't be easy. To fix this, I'd say start with oneself. Kind of sounds cliche, obviously. Gonna become another self-improvement bro. But make yourself an image of what you want in a lifelong partner, and try your best to maintain it. For men, in the eyes of a woman that's worth her salt, I'd say you'd be able to take care of issues in stride. If something comes up, you'd be able to present a solution and put it into action. The more you know, the better. You can start by being able to lift 50 pounds without running out of breath. Maybe even figure out how to change the oil on your car. If you don't have a car, or don't really have much to work with in your current situation, well, I say maybe use your time doom scrolling online to learn useful skills you would need to make, to be your wife's champion, I guess you could say. Everything that she presents you with, to the best of your extent, I'd say be able to handle it. And every time life throws something at you and your family, you're the shield. For women, I can't speak much, because I'm not a woman. But from my point of view, I'd say try and be the support for your husband. You're his pillar. When he gets tired, you're there to relieve the pain. Share his load. You're his pride. You're the reason he does everything he does. Don't take it for granted. Hold tightly to him, and he'll do the same to you. Now, take all this with a grain of salt, obviously. I'm not some guru or anything. Just some noob on the internet, just started a YouTube channel. pretty much rage posting. You know, post some low effort animations or videos, but yeah, I'm trying, you know, getting better, hoping to snowball it. But yeah, one thing I'll add though is that men that are actually looking for a wife and not some night fling typically want like a low body count, I guess is what they say. If this is the case, won't you be under the same obligation? You know, well, she's a woman and I'm a man. That's what alpha males do. The alpha chud. If you want a lifelong partner with a meaningful relationship, why would you give yourself to someone else as if it were nothing when you're supposed to be your wife's? I don't get it. You know, if she did the same after you committed, I'm sure it would ruffle some feathers even beforehand. But anywho, again, grain of salt. That's something I wanted to rage about. So this is a start, and when you yourself have shown some progress, I'd say we'll probably start worrying about the outside. If people see how you are, they'll be affected for the better. You know, as they say, you rubbed off on me. If enough people do this, it could become a contagion. After all, we have the internet. You know, nothing happens on Earth pretty much where everybody knows about it. You know, everybody likes our drama. You have the Facebook and the Twitters, or I guess X now. But pretty much everything spreads fast. And do not fear. I'm trying the same, you know, to get better right along with you. I'm gonna hopefully build this channel to something that I'd be proud of, and that you'd be proud of, and that, you know, I can look back on and say I did good, I did well, or I tried, that I helped some people along the way. But and communities, they're essential. As a gathering of like-minded people, it helps bolster the entire group. Two is better than one, you know, as it goes. One falls easily, but with two, at least the other can help pick the fallen one up. This is where it starts. 3 bros is even better, because you'll have backup for the backup. Now, just imagine a multitude. But yeah, this is my rant for the day. You know, something out of my mind, I guess you could say. After all, I guess this channel is gonna include some of this stuff. First vid, so take it easy on me. Probably sound monotonous and weird, but trying, like I said, improving alongside with you. But take care, my dudes and dudettes, and hopefully you have a better frame of mind, if even for a moment. And I look forward to hearing positive things. Good luck. God bless. I believe in you. I believe in you. And I hope you find what you're looking for. Until next time.